Hello everyone and a warm welcome to Digital Dialogues presented by CXO Digital Funds. Today we have Mr. Anil and Mr. Huzefa and we'll be conversing on very critical topics today. So Anil, if I start with you. So how has consolidation played an integral role in cybersecurity?
Consolidation is now the way forward. If you look at the cybersecurity landscape for years, it's been with a sprawl of vendors. Over 3,000 of them operating, small and big, mostly startups. Each one was doing that particular thing well. And with that led to a sprawl in customer enterprises. You have typically anything upwards of 13, some of them ending up with 200 vendors in the landscape. And that meant a lot of these things were different entity operating silo. They were not sharing events, triggers, what have you. And management was also very difficult because each one had its own upgrade cycles. They would talk to others. And therefore, the ownership of integrating the set of different tools in cybersecurity was with the customer, not with the vendor. So he became a system integrators. So, and the efficacy of security was a function of when the customer has integrated. It was quite messy and it led to lots of confusion, and everybody would claim this is the best of the breed. Now, what happened is with the whole COVID scenario, you have the whole digital transformation got preponed, work from home happened, cloud adoptions happened. Therefore, the attack surface has changed dramatically. It has increased. And now the threats can come from the endpoint, from application access, from cloud, from network, and from supply chain. So it is now not just one piece of that you can protect. It is multiple endpoints, multiple gateway ones, and multiple vulnerabilities. Therefore, customers are now looking at how can I look at this whole picture in one pane of glass, say, and connect up what happens on the edge versus what happens on an application. There is a correlation, and that correlation was missing because the application was not sharing any security or event information. Now, the whole narrative, what we've said for the last 3 to 4 years, is that we will give you a platform story. And in parallel to platform story, we do network, we do cloud, we do endpoint, we do access, we do SOC, the whole autonomous SOC. And that brings together the whole AI piece and seeing what triggers, what events. So it's all about not just detecting the breaches, it's also preventing. So the whole thing can really very different in terms of efficacy. It's really shot up in terms of efficiency. So it's all about consolidation now. Lots of vendors are doing the same story. It's about best of breed in each, but consolidated into a platform story. And that's parallel to the story. We're very happy, like this Washington customers in India, doing this, and then most of them are adopting not just one. There's a Prisma Access, Prisma Cloud, and Cortex, XDR, SOC, all kinds of products are fit into one platform story for us. And they are by design targeted as a platform, architecture. So customers get a great benefit and they don't end up missing out pieces of what happens at security. Consolidation is the story.
And when it comes to consolidation, as you mentioned and elaborated in a very nice way, how about the services aspect related to that?
Services is integral to any cybersecurity architecture. It's all about people, process, and technology is on this platform we're talking about. People also very important. You need to follow the practices of what is good practice for cybersecurity, whether it is keeping data safe and the passwords and all kinds of behavior. That's people side, very much part of the processes part is really important. The process is where the services will come in. How do you set up these processes? How do you make sure the stack is working well. And that's requires services. It's not just installing software and everything is that. So, you need to know what is your whitelisting and what have all kinds of things like that. What is allowed, what's not allowed, what kind of infrastructure that you have, what is the infrastructure that departments have, all of that taken into account and made the workload solution. And that requires services just that currently.
We thank you for your viewpoint. And we also see, apart from the integral consolidation and all, there are new emerging technologies which are coming. And specifically, if I talk about artificial intelligence, it brings a lot of leverage and capabilities on the table, which I really are important for enhancing the overall experience for enterprises. What are the threats or concerns that comes along with the AI aspect?
Yeah, I mean, and like this state, AI is touching every aspect of human life, and there's no stopping on that, right? Because there's ethics wave, and that's where the next level of optimization is coming. It's touching every aspect, including us, right? We are using all kind of, artificial intelligence loops and their algorithms not only make our product better, but far more prescriptive. Represents what the customer expects. However, as you rightly said, with any technology, there's always this worry about, am I going to use it in the wrong hands? I'm going to use this to, or inherently, right? Even even employees are sort of using AI and sharing data which they are not supposed to, right? ChatGPT and generative as a classic case. So I feel, going ahead, there are two ways we should be solving this. One is a lot of user education goes into it in terms of what's good, what's not, what's a good AI practice, behavior, and what's not. But along with that, I think the onus is also on companies like us to ensure that there are enough guardrails placed in the backend when any of these tools are being used. For example, classic example would be ChatGPT already found generative AI. Palo Alto is right now on the forefront ensuring that any kind of sensitive data, any kind of data which is business related and stuff, we make sure that there are enough guardrails put into the exit points at the endpoint of the network to ensure that all those sensitive data doesn't go on. So the bottom line here is, while the digital transformation will continue on the back of AI, the onus is on us to ensure that how we put enough guardrails in place to make sure that the good AI is used for the right productive aspect of it by orthodoxies are installed.
Understand we use AI in two forms. One is the interface part, which is the conversational AI. And you can talk to it, you can say, what's the status today, what are the threats, what's the threat landscape today. And you can talk. It's conversational AI. And that's the one that seems to have got the attention of most people, the generative AI, the conversation. What goes behind for our autonomous SOC is actually AI at work. It is not conversation. It is actually doing correlations and the modeling on lots of events that happen and what is the pattern that seeing what it can predict. And so there are two parts to AI. One is we are using AI and the code of our autonomous software, what you call the XI, autonomous XI product and technology. The other is the whole AI ops you can call. Right? I mean, you are at the conversational, you're trying to find out the status. It's easy for CIO to come and say, or CISO to come and say, show you the last to create, how are you doing, what's the hand check. It's all conversations. So just two parts. One is really working for you. The other one is helping you trace well.
If I look at AI as a technology and its life cycle, we are still at that beginning phase where what are the capabilities, what are the threats is something which is still as a Pandora box every because we don't know what will be there in another 3 months, the kind of evolution or enhancement which will at the back end of the AI. And we have this Power GPT, which is another product of it, which is gaining usership versus subscribership. With those evolving aspects of AI and twists and turns which it is offering in the market, how do you steer this, and how do you suggest the organization or clients to be updated in this?
Yeah, so ultimately it comes down to any form of AI, whether it's the generative language model ones or the ones which I mentioned, which I used from a productive efficiency perspective and ensuring that your overall posturing is good. I think ultimately it goes down to what kind of data that you feed it, because the data is what the AI model speaks on. If that data is wrong or incorrect, then everything which based on that journey is based on some form of faulty bias models called hallucination. Yeah. So that I think is a key, and it's a journey. Every organization is not yet it right, probably the first step, but how do you ensure that enough checks and balances in place to ensure that you're feeding the right data, the data hygiene part of it, the insist part of it is taken care of. And that's the primary reason or stuff that you say to our customers in terms that they bring.
Thanks a lot for our conversation today, Mr. Anil and Huzefa. It was really glad. We had a good experience conversing with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.